Welcome to the RedFlex. Welcome to Global Fancam. We are streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Twitch, and we're also streaming on Periscope. We are live from Bangalore, India. Kiran, thank you so much for coming back onto the RedFlex.
Thank you, Lord Qasim, for having me again. It's been a pleasure.
No, it's great having you back. The last time that you were on, loads of positive feedback, a lot of people interested in what you had to say. So I'm sure today will be another fantastic episode of the Global Fan Cam. I'd just like to start off this episode just addressing some of the negative media that we've had on the back of the defeat, Man United versus Sheffield United. I think this is one of the reasons why the RedFlex was started as well. But football has no room for racism. I think especially under these times, people like ourselves and the whole world, we should unite together to stop racism, popping its head in football. And, we want to stamp it out. So that's something I just wanted to start off today's episode with. Kiran, the last time we spoke, Man United were on an upward curve. Myself included. I was very, very positive with the momentum that Manchester United were on. But Kiran, I feel like with Man United and the name that we have, we're obviously the biggest club in the world. I just felt like the knives came out too early, and our away form has been brilliant. Our home form has not been great. So although I do understand the emotion behind losing to the bottom club, it's not as a big surprise to me as it is to others, but we will have to address it. What were your thoughts on that result?
To be honest, I was disappointed. I mean, I never expected a defeat against Sheffield United. They have never won a game in the league so far, and they come to Old Trafford and they snatch their first victory. I mean, I was shocked. Poor performance by the team, but I mean, you can't expect to win all your matches, right? I mean, you're bound to lose one or two matches, but to lose to Sheffield United, I have never dreamt of that.
What did you think of the performance, especially some players, coming under criticism? Two players obviously being in the spotlight for the wrong reasons, but in terms of performances, obviously we had Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, Tuanzebe, De Gea. There's quite a few of them. Any particular thoughts on individual performances from that game?
If individual, I mean, Martial, he was very sloppy. Tuanzebe, I mean, he's a young lad. I mean, there's a lot of learning curve for him, but you can't afford to make those mistakes. I mean, you're gonna have to pay the cost for it, and that's exactly what happened. And we ended up losing the match. As the whole, we were really sloppy, and it's not something we were really poor. I mean, there's nothing much. I'm just out of words. I never expected this.
No, I think leading up to the game, some of the videos that we did, we were confident. We, reiterated the importance of this game. It was a game that we must, it was a must-win game. Quick comment as well. Which match are you guys talking about? We're initially just discussing the Sheffield United game. It's only right to discuss that. We will be moving on to the Arsenal game shortly, so make sure you tune in for that. Initially, before the game, like I was saying, I was cautious of this game because we're just beating Liverpool. But would you agree with me, Kiran, that I thought it's a part of our development, being where we need to be? Because obviously a couple of years ago, we're a million miles away. We then obviously got to the top four. We're now in a position where we were leading from the front. And in order to be, the champions, in order to have that sustained success, would you say it's part of our learning curve that we learn how to, prioritize our games and, don't look too far ahead? Because it is easy for people to say that we were complacent, and we took them lightly. But I just think it's part of our learning curve, because obviously we're not the finished article.
I mean, you just can't get success over a year. It's in a slow process, and it's going to take time. I mean, you just can't afford to learn something overnight. It's a long process. It's a long process. Obviously, you're going to take a lot of time to learn. So yes, I mean, it's a slow process, and we are still learning. Considering we were sixth at one point of time, and now we were table toppers, and we are obviously second place behind Man City. But that's a huge progress that we have made over there.
I agree with that.
Since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in, we have made a huge progress from where we were to where we are right now.
No, absolutely agree. I think we've got some follow-up comments. Well, sorry, I don't watch football. Sorry. No, it's absolutely fine. But I like your accent. Thank you so much. And Omega Hunter, Cricket up. Just to quickly address some of the comments, this is what the RedFlex is all about. Although, we're a Manchester United fan channel, we want to promote inclusivity for everybody, whether you watch football, you support Man United, you don't support Man United, you don't watch football. This is a global platform, for us to, engage with each other, especially all over the world. You need to consider the fact that me and Kiran, we've done one video together, but we don't know each other. But we're united because of the love of our football and the love of Manchester United, and that's powerful, especially with COVID times, where you've taken away that interaction. And this is something that we really enjoy, and hopefully you guys can carry on enjoying this as well. I think we've got some more comments. Omega, I watch FIFA World Cup only. Hopefully by the end of this video, you also watch the RedFlex. Me too. I only watched the World Cup. Big fan of Paul Pogba and Mbappe. Yeah, two French superstars. His teeth are offside. I'm not too sure about that. Kiran, do you think we're overachieving at this moment of time?
No, we are not overachieving. I mean, if we were overachieving, we would have been on top of the table, dominating everyone. Surely we are not overachieving, but when we are comparing our previous performance and standings, yes, we have made a lot of progress, and we are way up than what we were back then.
Yeah. I'm just interested to know, if you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, full-time whistle blew at Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams, which very quickly became the theatre of nightmares in the game against Sheffield United. What would you be telling the players in that dressing room? I'd love to be a fly on the wall and see what he did say. What would you have said?
I mean, I myself would have been in shock, to be honest. I would have obviously motivated the lads. I mean, you would lose a game. It's just part of it. So what I would tell is just work on the positives. We'll go into the next match with a lot of energy, give our best, win that match, and prove all the criticisms wrong.
No, absolutely. I think just from a personal front, I remember watching the game. I'd just finished work. It was something that I was looking forward to all day, thinking, I've got a Man United game to look forward to. We're going back to the top of the table. And I was really enjoying Man United being back, where they belong. Yeah. Fast forward a couple of hours, Manchester United lose the game. And the rest of the evening, I was in a state of shock. I couldn't believe what I had just witnessed. The following day, again, I woke up with a sense of something. I felt like it was an emptiness, a hole that I couldn't put my finger on of what it was. And for the rest of the day, I was really down. And it's just an indicator of how important Manchester United, for me personally, it plays a massive part. All the time that I've spent watching Manchester United, and that time could have been spent with family, friends. I'm just interested to know, Kiran, what was your dynamics, from when you watched the game? And, obviously I understand that you're in college. Explain to us and the viewers how you were feeling.
Uh, so basically, the game got over by 3:30 in the morning. I was super sleep deprived because I hardly got any sleep the previous
Yeah.
night. So seeing that had just poured more frustration into myself, and I get up and all I can think was like we lost to the bottom team, and that was eating me alive. I was really pissed off. I was really pissed off, but there was nothing much I could do about it. And I go to social media, and all I could see was racist comments passed on the teams. I mean,
Yeah.
that pissed me off more than anything. It even pissed me off more than the defeat. I mean, you just because you lose one match, you can't just go out the players giving racist comments. You can't give racist comments on anyone whatsoever it is. I mean, how much of a bad they play. If they even don't know to play, you just can't go give racist comments. I mean, that's just pathetic. It's just like you're just telling the world that you're not educated. You need to respect.
No,
You need to
agree.
you need to respect the players. You need to respect them as other human beings.
No, I absolutely agree because, I understand, fan channels like ourselves. Obviously, there's other channels out there that, the market leaders in this kind of market, and I understand. Obviously, the main part of this channel, the main part of channels like this is we get people's opinions when they're the most emotional because it's straight after the game, and it's almost as if we have to come out and we have to run and we have to rave and we have to swear because in the back of your mind you think that these kind of things might get you views or might get you subscribers, etc., etc. But what we need to remember is if we put all that to aside, these are players that have dedicated themselves to their profession. These
Yeah.
are players who live a very strict lifestyle. Although yes, they get paid for what they do, and they get paid a lot. We put that to aside. They make a lot of sacrifices. You take Twan Zabi. He's a young lad who moved to England from I believe Congo.
Yeah.
Went through school, got great qualifications, captained Manchester United at all levels of Manchester United. We're talking about the academy, the under-18s,
Yeah.
even Manchester United. I believe in the Carabao Cup, he was the captain
Yeah.
against Rochdale. So it tells you the amount of effort that's been put in. With Martial, he's moved from France to England. Obviously, he's had personal issues, but who doesn't have personal issues?
True.
Even I believe Martial's wife was subjected to racist comments. So I absolutely agree that we cannot stand for comments like this. Not only does it show up yourself in terms of what education you've had, what background you've had, but it's just an easy way of expressing that it's an act of anger. It's an act of, you could even call it a criminal act in terms of some of the stuff that's said. But we cannot allow this. And these players, they would have seen it, and I can only imagine the impact that it's had on them.
Yeah. True. I mean, I personally can't uh, uh, feel what he's going through because you have to be in his position to feel the pain. What it's like to be abused, like saying that kind of words. I mean, it's just not acceptable. Like, how much of anger you have, that doesn't mean you go around telling people such kind of stuff. You need to control yourself. I mean, uh, after all, emotions can be controlled. I mean,
Yeah.
but words can't be taken back. Once you're told, it's going to make an impact. It's going to make him feel bad. You're not supposed to do that. You can't do that.
No, absolutely agree. We've had some more comments. AA, we need to think about how to get better as a team. Yes, some progress has been made, but we are Manchester United. We should be competing for the league. I think me and Kiran have slightly touched upon this. The fact that yes, Manchester United have improved. Absolutely, there's no doubt whatsoever. Man United have improved. There has been progress, but Manchester United comes with a certain amount of pressure and a certain amount of history, and that demands that we're top of the table. And obviously, it's been 7 long years, and I think even for yourself, you only caught a glimpse of
What
the
it
good
was.
days, the
Yeah.
glory days. So yes, we should be at the top, but I will try and tie it in with the theme of this video as well. Arsenal versus Manchester United, Kiran. For me personally, this is a game that has always been a massive game. I think back to the rivalry between Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson, Roy Keane versus Patrick Vieira. You've had some great moments. Ryan Giggs' wonder goal in the FA Cup. We obviously give them a bit of a beating at Old Trafford recently as well. Robert Van Persie's links with Arsenal and Manchester United. Obviously, the infamous Alexis Sanchez deal. So there's been loads of moments. What does this rivalry mean for you, Kiran?
Personally, I got a lot of Arsenal friends over here in India, so it's something huge. Like we always end up fighting, arguing, telling everything. Because for us here in India, it was we started to fall in love with the clubs based on the history of what we have seen in the past. So Manchester United has such a big history, and so does Arsenal. So there are a lot of fan bases in India. I mean, I believe majority of football fans over here are mainly either Barcelona or Real Madrid fans. But when it comes to Premier League, it's either Manchester United or Arsenal. I've seen like other team fans are quite less over here. Among my friends group, the friend group, it's mainly Man United and Arsenal. So we always end up fighting and arguing. But it's just part of football, and it's just friendly arguments. So still, it means a lot. I mean, if Man United could kick Arsenal's ass this Saturday, it would be great. Means I can walk up with my head high in front of my friends.
No, absolutely. I think that element of football should be something that's cherished. Although, it's all kind of you could say it's nothing personal. It's just a club that you love, and once the full-time whistle goes, it shouldn't affect, obviously, what relationships you have with the people, regardless of clubs. Do you think? I know that some Arsenal fans that I know of, or I've been told of, they somehow think that Arsenal and Manchester United are at the same level, even right now. Would you agree with that?
No. Those people, they are in denial, to be honest. I mean, come on, we are second in the table for a reason, and they are where they are. I even don't know where they are right now.
I actually don't know where they are.
Yeah, so we even don't know. I mean, they were fighting relegation. At 2020 they were fighting relegation, and right now they might be in a better position from where they are. I mean, they just can't compare us both. We are much ahead of what they are or what they can be in the next few years. I can see myself watching Manchester United lift the Premier League, but I can't see Arsenal do that, because that team is a joke, to be honest.
No, absolutely. Arsenal, for me, are not threats in terms of this season. I can't see Arsenal challenging for any major trophies, especially in the next couple of years. And that's nothing to do with my Man United bias, because there's a massive Man United bias for me. However, based on facts, yes, Arsenal have improved in the last few weeks. But one thing that is concerning me, Kiran, is the last few games against Arsenal haven't gone well. Arsenal beat Manchester United at Old Trafford 1-0 earlier this season, thanks to, I believe, a penalty. Our record at the Emirates recently as well is not great. How big of a game is this, especially considering the fact that we're coming off a defeat against Sheffield United, coupled with the fact that we know the media will have a field day if Man United lose 2 on the bounce? How important is this game?
When you look at the match like that, I mean, it's quite important. I mean, every match is quite important, because we are challenging for the title, and Man City has a game in hand, and they're a point or two ahead of us. I'm not sure how much, but
I think they're 1 point ahead with the game in hand.
Yeah, so when we look at that, I mean, every match is important, every point is important. We can't afford to lose points. We got to be focused. We got to win. This victory is important. And media, fuck the media. They talk trash all the time. They're just looking. I mean, so I was going through social media like a week ago when we were at the top, and everyone were praising Manchester United. They're like, they're back. they're that, they're this. And I see after the Sheffield result, and they were telling they were making a lot of memes on Manchester United, saying that this team can never win anything. I mean, these are the same people who a week ago, that it's not even a month or a year, just a week ago, they were like, this team can win the Premier League, and just because of one defeat, and they tell this team is a joke, they can't do anything. I mean, obviously, it'll be a Liverpool fan or a Arsenal fan. I mean, they Liverpool, they are fourth. I mean, that team is a joke right now. I mean, no good players, everyone injured, and all that. But still, just because of one bad result, they start judging the team. They don't know that we still have games in hand. It's not over yet. Man City still can face defeat. We still got a match against Man City. We can change things around. It's just going to take time. I mean, just because of one result, you can't just judge a team based on that.
No, absolutely. It's one of the points that I was raising, that yes, it was a very, very brutal defeat against Sheffield United. There's no other way of saying it. It was a disaster in terms of a result. But our away record is so good that, you know, we win in nearly every game away from home. So you're not going to win every game. So that if you're winning all your away games and you're not going to win every game, that will tell you that you will be dropping points at home, and what we have been doing. And I find it funny that there's been so many games this season, and I'm not sure why, that it's been built, just as I said it to you, Kiran, earlier. Oh, Manchester United have to win this game. They have to win this game. I believe it was a Brighton game earlier in the season when we lost to Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Then we had to beat Wolves because we, struggled at home against them. Then we had to beat Leicester City away. Then we had to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. We had to beat Liverpool in the Premier League. It just seems like we passed one hurdle, but there has to be another hurdle that Manchester United have to hurdle. It's just a continuous process until you get defeats like this, so they can say, oh, I told you so, Man United are not good. So it's a catch-22 system here, where when we do good, it's never good enough. And then when we do drop points, oh, I told you so. So I find that very difficult to stomach, really. But just before we go on in terms of kind of squads and match predictions, and before we wrap up the video, I just want to remind everyone that if you haven't done so already, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the RedFlex. We are making a strong push on our global community. People like Kiran, people like MZ, people like Anthrix, people like Soom, Jamie, Tim, everyone that's come on, Chris, Sahil. We want everybody to come on. This is a platform for everyone. So if you are interested, please send us a DM at the RedFlex official, letting us know that you want to come on, and we will arrange that for you. And Kiran, you're also on Instagram. I've seen some of the stuff that Kiran's done. Very cool stuff. Make sure you check him out. I'll let Kiran let you know the details, just in case I mess up, and I don't want to do that. Kiran?
You want Manchester United content, we got you covered. It's that simple. I'm just going to keep it simple and short. Whatever you want related to Manchester United, we're going to give it to you. The account name is 20_Red Army 20_. So just go give us a follow, check our content out. Just leave a like, comment. Would appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Kiran. Yeah, as I said, some good stuff worth checking out. And if you are interested, make sure you send us a DM. We would love to hear from all Manchester United fans, non-Manchester United fans, people that watch football. We will get you supporting Man United, because that is the biggest club in the world. Moving on to the last section, Kiran, then. Arsenal, Man United, we've established it. We've given it the big hype. It's a massive game. Man United have to win, especially considering the last game, just to shut people's mouths, just to say, look, we messed up. We've got this, let's go again. If you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Kiran, especially considering what's happened to Tuanzebe, more focused on Martial as well, what kind of team are you thinking? Where is this game going to be won and lost? Would you start Martial? Would you start De Gea? What are you thinking?
I would start David. I would obviously have to start David. He's number one keeper. I mean, I wouldn't be keeping him out just because of one game. That doesn't mean that I start judging him. Maybe I'll keep Tanzebe out because Bai had met with a car accident. That's why he was out for the Sheffield United match. But he's back to training and he's playing. So if Bai is available, I would surely replace Bai. Martial, maybe I would keep him out and I would make Cavani play instead. Cavani and Rashford up front and give McTominay a chance. Maybe even Fred. So I would rather play four. I mean two, four in the back, four in the mid, and two up front.
4-4-2, the good old classic Sir Alex Ferguson 4-4-2.
Yeah.
I think, well, it's not probably what I think, but this is what I expect to see at the Emirates. I think McFred will make a return in the two defensive midfield positions. And I think Fernandes will play, obviously. I think we might see a return for Pogba on either the left wing or the right wing. And we will see Rashford and Cavani, ideally, up front. And in defence, Luke Shaw has to start. He has to start, Luke Shaw. He's been one of our best players. He's in the form of his life. And him and Rashford seem to have a great connection on the left-hand side, which we need to utilise. And I think it will be Maguire, either Lindelof or Bailly, depending on what kind of game plan. If we're going to sit back, it might even be Lindelof. If we're looking to be a little bit aggressive, could be Bailly. And due to a lack of options, I'm not his biggest fan. I think I've made that very clear. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka will probably take the right-back slot. Yeah. So we've discussed the game. We've discussed the importance of this game. We've discussed the setup. We've discussed the tactics. Who should we be afraid of, if any, in the Arsenal team?
Arsenal team, Mbappe. I mean Pepe. Pepe. He did score a goal last match for them.
I think he scored the penalty.
Pepe and maybe Zaka. He's been looking dangerous. He's been looking really dangerous. So maybe watch out for these both. Maybe you never know. Aubameyang, he may just come up. He might just play one match good because he's been inconsistent this season, and you never know what he's truly unpredictable. But that defense is a joke, so I'm not scared about anyone from the defense. I mean, like they have been very sloppy with their defense, and they've been making a lot of mistakes, giving balls away. So it's just much more easier for Manchester United with attacking options. I guess throughout the match we got to keep pushing. The more you push, the more goals might come in, and Manchester United needs to be clinical, because that's one thing I saw in the Sheffield United match, that we weren't clinical enough. We were giving much of them straight to the keeper or hitting the post. We need to make sure the ball finds the net. We got to be more clinical with our shots, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think if Manchester United perform like they can, then I fully expect Manchester United to take the 3 points. I fully expect it. It's nothing to do with bias. It's nothing to do with, making just, claims for the sake of making claims. I genuinely believe Man United are the better team. And if we play close to our best, that will be enough to get the 3 points at the Emirates. Sumke says it's not who we should be afraid of, it's Arsenal who should be afraid of the amount of goals that are going to be scored by Manchester United. Absolutely love it, love the confidence. That's what I would like to see. Talking about goals, talking about fear, let's get into the most important prediction. Kiran, what is your full-time score? What is the score that you're predicting? Arsenal versus Manchester United.
I just want to be too optimistic, so I'm going to go 3-0 or 4-0 victory for United. I know I'm a bit out there. Like 3-0 or 4-0, but the defense is being really weak, and I think we can utilize that. And provided that Cavani is in good form, and Rashford can push, and Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. If they create a link over there, it's going to be crazy. I can see ourselves scoring goals, but yeah, I want a result like 4-0 or 3-0 would be the best result I've ever heard.
Sumke comes and says it's Cryptic Kiran versus Mystic Cass. Absolutely. I like that comment. For me, I do usually get the score right, but I've been on a bit of a dry patch recently. So I need to get back in form, should we say. I think it's going to be 2-1 Man United. And I know that sounds like a close game, but I think it's going to be where we're going to go 2-0 up, and Arsenal may get a late goal, make things a little bit interesting. But ultimately, Manchester United are going to get the 3 points. And let's hope Sheffield United can perform exactly the same way, because they're playing Manchester City at the Etihad before we play. And what is probably going to happen is they're going to take a 5-6-0 beating, and they will play nothing like how they played at Old Trafford. But let's see what happens. I don't think we can focus on what anyone else is doing. We need to focus on Man United. We need to focus on our results. And then when it comes to, February, March time, let's see, where we are. That pretty much wraps up today's episode of Global Fancam. We were streaming live from Bangalore, India. We were streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. A big thank you for everybody who's tuned in. A massive thank you to Kiran for coming on the RedFlex. Hopefully, we will see you again very soon. And if you haven't done so already, check Kiran's Instagram page out. A lot of cool stuff. And if you haven't already subscribed or shared or liked to the RedFlex, make sure you do. We are approaching our very first landmark. So this channel started towards the end of September. So we've been running for, you could say, 3 months. So we are very close to getting 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Ooh.
So if we can make a strong push, to get us to that 100, because you don't understand how important that is for myself and for my brothers who we started this. We love Manchester United. We've been watching Manchester United for 25 years plus. It means everything to us, and we want a platform for everybody to enjoy it as much as we enjoy it. So please, show us your love, and we will continue our very best to give you the content that you deserve and the content that isn't available anywhere else. Big thank you to Kiran once again. Thank you for watching, and we will all see you soon. We'll all see you soon again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.